Good evening, and welcome to what is the fourth of our Advent midweek devotions. Just real quickly before we get started, a reminder that Christmas Eve service will be all virtual tomorrow night right here on our YouTube channel. And if you feel that you wish to participate, there will be a time at the end of service where I will invite everyone to grab a candle and light it, and we will do a virtual candle lit silent night where we are. So even though we may not be together in person, we'll still be joined together in spirit and song as we sing Silent Night and we remember the joyous celebration of Christmas. Tonight, we look at our fourth uh, topic of Advent, which is love. Now, this love, as I said in my sermon on Sunday, this is not just any ordinary love. This isn't the romantic sort of love. This isn't the necessarily even the brotherly kind of love. The love that we see at Christmas is an unconditional love that comes down to us. When Christ is born in a manger, God sends his only son to us. And in that moment, as we're told in John chapter 3 verse 16, a very well-known verse, Christ came down, love comes down, because God loved us, humanity, so very much that God came and dwelt among us. He did not come in the way that was expected. For many years, the Messiah was seen as someone in Jewish culture who would be a great warrior and a mighty king who would restore Israel to their former place of power in this mighty kingdom. And yet, when the Messiah does come, he comes as this tiny infant, this small child that will one day grow up to be a teacher, not a mighty warrior, who will show love not only to those who society says, yes, they deserve love, but also those who society has said they don't really deserve the time of day. It's that unconditional love that lay in that manger on that Christmas Eve. It's that unconditional love that we receive from Christ, from God every day. It's a love that unites us all, even though we're separated right now. And it's a love that, even though this Christmas may not be the happy, joyous time that it usually is, there may be things missing. But it's a love that still, no matter how far apart we are from each other, still unites us, still brings us together in spirit. I can see in the background right now, even though it's backwards, a sign that I have here in my office that says, "Love is all you need." And that's really quite true. The love of God is really all that we need. We don't necessarily need the shiny lights, the Christmas presents, the large Christmas Day hams and feasts. And even though those are great and they're lots of fun, when it comes down to it, Christmas is all about love. It's all about that small child born into a world that needed love and shared the love of God with us, taught us how to live not only into that love, but how to share that love with others. So, this Christmas, as we celebrate in ways that maybe we never thought we would, maybe we never hoped we would, we celebrate the love of God that came down to earth, a love that took Mary and Joseph and made them the parents here on earth of one of the most important people to ever live. A love that warranted a choir of angels coming down to sing to some shepherds that demanded their attention to see that something new has happened this night. Love has entered the world in a new way and it's going to change everything. And it does. It did. because it was that same unconditional love that we will remember in a few months that took Jesus all the way to the cross, to death, all for our sake, all for the love of us. And it's love that leads him even through resurrection so that we can have that better relationship. All of that starts as we remember the Christmas story about that small child born in a manger out in a stable because there was no room in the inn for love to be present. So it was born to this young couple in this quiet night, this silent and holy night. And it's a love that once it came, it stayed. And even to this day, the love of God is still present in our lives, waiting and being extended to us. And all it asks in return is that we share it with others as well. And that, my friends, is what Christmas is really all about. The love of God come down to earth to teach us how to live in love with each other. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow night for Christmas Eve service. Until then, at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, or 6 o'clock tomorrow night, sorry. I will see you then.